Yo,
What's up, folks?
Danny Boy, Bill Corpus, Crispy, with you and always with you on a Friday. 529 SIP
Yo,
on SIN, sponsored as always by our good friends at the Dugout of Millwood. Bill, how's it going, buddy?
what's going on, folks? Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you are in. We made it through another one. We made it through
Indeed.
another week. We're still
Yes.
alive. Isn't that great? We're still
Yes.
alive. It's good to be alive.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, it's Friday. We got a great show for you today, don't we?
Yeah.
Isn't it
Thank
always
God.
great?
Because we thought it would be a very slow Friday. We'll preview weekend stuff. LeBron says not so fast.
You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, Reggie, but thank you, LeBron. Because we thought it was just going to be a slow day. We were going to be.
We'll drag whatever news to our top five. But
Thank you, LeBron. We'll send you a
yes,
nice fruit basket.
because we could talk about something. LeBron
Yes, thank you.
LeBron has finally made his decision, Billy Boy.
Oh, God, not this again.
It wasn't live on television or anything. Thank God. But in any case, LeBron James is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year deal worth about, I think, $8 million or so. Um, obviously, money wasn't the case here. Clearly, by going to Philly, he's obviously chasing his dream of winning another championship. And um, I'm stunned. Like I thought that, and we'll get to LeBron's statement in just a second. Um, but real quick, I thought he would go back to Cleveland, finish out his career, do like a 1-year retirement tour, and then be out. But apparently that's not the case. He actually has more to give and is willing to give more. So kudos to him um for signing, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you do as a 76er. But um, here is his statement on social media. It reads in part, quote, I thought when I was done, sorry, I'm stumbling on my words here. Um, I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide, but I was pretty sure I played my last game. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What I'm really playing for at this point, I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and have a chance at the feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can make the 76ers a championship team, and I am so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA, Miami. I'll forever love. Northeast Ohio will always be home. Um,
He's, well, I was about to ask this, but it's official now. This is the last ride. 2 year con.
Tyrese, yeah, this is the last time you'll do this thing for championships, for the love of the game and everything. He has Jaylen Brown. He has Tyrese Maxey. He has Joel Embiid. He a healthy VJ Edgecombe, hopefully. That just Maxey, Brown, and Embiid alone with LeBron. And of course, LeBron's at the tail end of his career. So he's not going to be like, you know, 2007 to 2015 LeBron. He's not going to be that, where he was like unstoppable freak of nature. But I will say, Bill, the fact that he brings that veteran presence and championship presence to the Sixers locker room, and they desperately need that. It's a massive get for Philly, massive, and easily puts them as a championship contender when they certainly need one.
Okay. No, I agree. No, this is gonna be, but will they, if LeBron doesn't reach that goal with Philly, it doesn't take them to a championship in the 2 years contract he has, do you think he's just gonna say, okay, well, I said I was going to, but unfortunately I didn't, but bye? Or do you think, you know what? Give me another contract. I'm playing another year or two.
I thought he would sign. I didn't think it was going to be his last game. I know LeBron was indecisive. He wasn't that indecisive. He wanted
Hmm.
to play again. It was very obvious that he wanted to play
I'm
again.
getting Aaron Rodgers vibes. Remember, said retired.
Minus the darkness room and everything, you
I
know?
might have to go into the darkness room and think about this.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I don't think he's going into LeBron's not going into any darkness room.
no. Um,
I gotta go to the dark, Reggie. I gotta go to the darkness room and think about this. Um,
God damn.
yeah, but also, yeah, shout out for Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, he's on better terms with his family now, so good, I
Well,
guess.
nice for him, you know.
Are we finally gonna see your non-existent wife?
Hmm.
Are we fine? I don't think she's real.
You think she's imaginary?
She's like, you know
Yeah.
that Family Guy episode, Lois's brother who was
Yes.
in the psych
Love that
ward.
episode.
And by the
I'm
way, fun
dating
fact, you know who
I'm
her
dating
brother,
my hand.
you know who her brother is voiced by?
Uh, shit. I knew it too.
The one and only Robert Downey
Oh yeah,
Jr.
that's right. It was Robert Downey.
And she goes, "Yeah, I want you to be my fiance." And she's like, "Not there," and because he's like, "No, I still don't. I do not think Aaron Rodgers' wife is real. If she's real, Aaron, show us a picture."
Hmm. Unless, he's doing a real nice job of just hiding, the privacy of his marriage.
Yeah, but Aaron, we're waiting. Okay,
Um,
anyway, moving right along.
yeah,
No, going back to our friend LeBron, but no, do I think this is it? This is it.
yeah, yeah. Again, you know, I thought for certain that this will be a retirement tour. And look, uh, I don't know if it's going to last 2 years. Maybe he wins the title and then goes out on top. You know, um, either he plays 1 year, gets title and leaves, or he plays 1 year, he doesn't get a title. And of course, if he's not satisfied, it's a 2 year contract, so he can just go on. I know there's like a player option, but if let's say he doesn't win and he wants to do it again, he can always opt back in. Like it's not a lot of money. Of course, LeBron doesn't need the money, but
Think
uh,
Philly's getting excited that LeBron's coming?
you should. I mean, honestly, I'm checking the Philly social chat right now, X, Instagram, all that stuff, bro. I mean, from up and down the sphere, man. It is just pure excitement. And look, when you have a legendary player like LeBron on your team, like yeah, like you should be excited. Of course, I'm glad that he's not on the Knicks because he had his chance already. Like it's over, bro. Like, but um, look, it certainly puts the rest of the East on notice that Philly ain't messing around no more. Look, Philly had a good season. They got swept by the Knicks, and they're tired of losing in the playoffs. So, um, let's see what LeBron could do. Hopefully this it re-energizes him. I know last couple years in LA had weren't great. He didn't play well. He was hurt a lot. So, I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like. And I'm happy that LeBron made his decision knowing, hey, look, I want to do this. I want to go after the championship grind again because I miss that feeling, that true feeling of a true championship, not that COVID bullshit, but the true feeling of working hard all season for championship.
So, LeBron, we wish you the best in Philly, but you're gonna be dealing with some pretty obnoxious assholes known as the fans.
Oh my God. Like
They're gonna throw shit at him if he screws up. Watch.
Philly is going to be wild, bro.
Because he
Like,
used to. Oh yeah, because I was thinking, wait a minute. What would be even worse? I'm like thinking, isn't LeBron a Cowboys fan? But I'm thinking, no, I think he became a Cleveland fan because he didn't like how Jerry Jones handled
mm.
racial justice stuff. No, but congratulations, welcome to Philly. We wish you the best. And if they hurt you, can't say we didn't warn you.
Yeah.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. And look,
Can I get a witness?
and look, like being real, like my hope for the Sixers is that they see LeBron because this is their best chance at a title. There should be no excuses here. Brown, Maxey, Embiid, Braun.
Yes.
Buy in, stop with the bullshit. Embiid needs to stop with his crap too, whining, crying, and having an attitude, during big moments in big games for the Sixers. Buy in and let's go. Win the championship. Do something for Philly because
Do
they're
it.
craving. They're craving for one.
I think they're waiting.
Mhm.
So we
I'm
wish LeBron the best in Philly.
Yeah.
It's final, and you know what? I think after this, I think he's hanging it up. After this contract, or after they win, Philly goes, you know what? I think I'm going to retire. Because you know what? If no, but I don't think he's going to do that because if he retires, remember when Derek Jeter went on his little retirement tour?
Yes.
It's going to be that on steroids.
Hmm.
So we wish you the best and good luck.
Yes.
And if the
Again,
fans are jackasses, can't say we didn't warn you.
yeah. And to be quite honest, like as much as there's a lot of teams in the East that LeBron can make and make any of them better, Philly's the best one by far. So it's a good decision for him. And like Bill and I just talked about, the last decision for LeBron James. So whether it's 1 or 2 years, let's see what he does.
Good luck, LeBron.
Good luck.
Now, anyway, let's now, yeah. So now into other news. Jose Caballero during the
Oh,
Yankee game got hit with a pitch clock
mm.
violation the other
It's
day.
oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, so yeah, I mean, Caballero is no stranger of being warned for taking too long to be ready in the batter's box. I think what is it? You have to be ready to go by 8 seconds. I think that's the MLB's universal rule and stuff. Um, and of course, like Caballero, if you watch his at bats, Bill, like he's taking his sweet time, he's doing the stupid bat thing and everything, and then he looks up at around 8 or 9 seconds. He finally looks up, and look, a lot of pitchers don't like that because it's very deceiving, and of course, I can see where that comes from and stuff. Um, He has been warned a couple of times not to do that. That is fair. Um, and I think the last straw was Monday when the Pirates were literally about to go after Caballero for, once again doing his stupid thing in the batter's box, and they nearly fought, you know, nearly got into it. I think it was Dennis Santana, the reliever for the Pirates, that
Yeah.
was gonna come up and do some punches and swing it. Um, but then of course Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday. Um, this was in the first game of the doubleheader. Um, Jose, once again doing his bullshit, finally got called out for a pitch clock violation because apparently after Little Monday's scruffle, there was a there was talk in MLB offices, and the umpires were told, "Hey, if he does it again, you gotta call him out on the pitch clock violation." Boone and Jose didn't know that, so um, rightfully so, they're pissed because they weren't told. Obviously, like I said, Caballero's been warned, but they weren't told, "Hey, look, you got to stop this, or else you're going to get violated." And while Major League Baseball is well within their rights, Bill, I think the Yankees are right to be upset that they were not warned ahead of time after Monday's incident that if Jose Caballero does it again, that he's going to get charged.
I agree. I totally agree. I think it's time to. I think they should have warned him. That's absurd.
Yeah. And look, like I said, he's gotten many warnings about it, but like they should have told him Tuesday, "Hey, look, this is the last time. No more of it, or else."
No,
So
I agree.
apparently Boone had went out and said that he um, went to the called the MLB offices and thought they were on the same page about what the rules were, and clearly they weren't. So um, I
Yeah,
don't know. It's a little annoying. I don't know if
it
it's
is. But can we? I don't know if we should be celebrating this or be annoyed by this. The Yankees have finally won a homestand for the first time since June 16th to the 18th.
well, what
Yay? Yeah?
well, well, is it that impressive? It's against the
No, it
Pirates. I
isn't.
mean,
It's depressing. Reggie, my brother in my brother in Christ.
oh God.
Reggie, my brother in Christ. This is just depressing at this point.
Well, let's be honest about it. Like, like I don't, not that I don't care, but it's just like, no, give me a real team. The Dodgers were a real team, right? Yankees lost two out of three to them. And look, just getting one game was good enough for us because we know the Dodgers are great. But,
Yeah.
like, give me a real team. If you're going to take a series, like, take a series this weekend. Philly, perfect example. You know, go to Philly, you don't have to kick their ass, just win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just embarrassing at this point. Because we beat the Pirates of all teams. Beat a real team, and then we'll talk. Okay? Sound good? Then we'll talk. Dude, why am I embarrassed to be a Yankee fan this time around?
Well, because they never give us anything to cheer for till August when they get hot for the playoffs, and then
They
Um,
lose.
then they lose in the playoffs. So it's
And then we're all sad.
like it's just dumb, bro. We still need a catcher. We don't know which catcher we gonna get. I know Jeffers is out there. We still need a formidable reliever. We ain't gonna get that either. Um, I don't
And
know, man. Like I'm just I don't know. Like, you know, I mean, there's also reports out there. I don't know how true this is, but they are also showing some interest in getting Luis Arise, which is massive. He's a great hitter. I mean, he's having some awesome numbers for the Giants, 320. Um, and like obviously the situation would be kind of weird because Jazz plays second base and Arise is second baseman. But if we can get his bat, like that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, who is this again? I'm sorry, you cut out for a sec.
Luis Arise, he's the Giants' second baseman.
Okay.
A big time hitter. Um, big time lefty bat too, which is huge. Um,
But no, but yeah, so are they gonna get him at the deadline or are they just gonna
let's see what happens. I don't know. The Yankees, they seem to be pretty quiet at deadline sometimes. They weren't last year, which was nice. But there are times where they're pretty quiet at the deadline. So I don't know what they're going to do. Like, you know, it's very obvious that they're looking at a catcher. They need one because Austin Wells ain't going to do it. He stinks. Um, so let's see what they do. Like, and of course they need pitching. They need more relievers because the relief pitching they have right now is killing us big time.
Oh, absolutely. The bullpen is
Atrocious.
garbage.
Yeah. Um,
Bullshit.
on the bright side, Max Fried came back.
Yeah, he actually did good.
He did 7 Ks, one hit in 5 innings, like, and gave up no runs. So, um, he'll obviously get more reps, and Boone will probably push him a little further than 5 innings, but we'll take 5 innings and no runs. So. Uh, of course, the big thing is the 7 strikeouts. Like that is typical Max Fried, massive strikeout guy. So we love that. Love to see him back. We missed
Thank
him,
you, Max. We
and
we missed you.
of course, for the first time, we're actually getting to see the Cole Fried dynamic, which of course we were supposed to see last year until Cole blew out his elbow.
Right, no, this is the what we want to see though.
Yes, you know. So I'm so pumped. And then of course when Rodon comes back, we'll see what that looks like. Um,
No, absolutely.
yeah.
So, yeah. So that was absurd, the pitch clock. The Yankees still suck. Don't worry, we'll have a Bombers banter for you next week.
Mhm.
Won't we,
And
Reg?
of course, we'll break down everything and um
Just go through what a bad month this was.
it was an atrocious month. It was atrocious. And it only makes it worse, Bill, that the Boston Red Sox, who just ended their winning streak, by the way, a little preview for our top five. Um,
Yes.
the the fact that Boston's right on their tail now. all of a sudden with their massive mixture. Like it's a rough time. It's a rough time. All right.
Yeah, it's a rough time in the Bronx.
Yeah. What else you got, Billy Boy?
Okay. So I'm sure people have seen this. Reg has not seen this until about when I'm going to show him.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a Cubs game the other day, and during the national anthem, there was a guy sitting, and this older guy did something about that. Okay, credit to News Nation. Hold
Let's
on.
see.
Hold on, let me put the sound on.
No.
Okay, there are people, first, before we give our thoughts, there are people online who are praising this guy. They're like, yes, stand for the anthem. Good. Buy this guy a beer. I'm like,
No.
no. Okay, listen, I get it. Stand for the anthem. And like, listen, this isn't one of those things. Okay, let me look at both sides here. On one side, okay, this isn't like what we've been seeing over the past couple years with the kneeling and the standing up for racial justice and all that. This is just a kid being a smart aleck. It's a kid being a smart aleck, whatever. But I'm sorry. Don't be praising this guy who slapped him. We were taught from when we were kids, keep your hands to yourself.
It, for first things first, you know, it, you have to understand, you know, it, and look, I get why people are going to um praise the guy because he's according to him an American patriot and um all the love, but it's just like if he's not bothering anybody, just let him.
Mind your damn
Like, who
business.
cares, man?
Mind your own business.
Like, how do you know? First of all, how do you know this guy isn't like sick or tired? Like, you don't know people. Like,
You don't know everybody's situation.
maybe something's on his mind. Maybe someone passed away, and he doesn't want to stand right now. He just wants to sit and mope. Like, I don't know what's going on with this kid's mind. That he doesn't want to stand for the national anthem. And who gives a fuck, bro? Like,
Well, because we were at the point where people were crying when Kaepernick kneeled for the anthem. But like I said, this has nothing to do with political stuff. This has nothing to do with.
it's not political, man. Like,
But of course, they're making it
to
political. They're
to
calling
to
this
a
guy a
point
patriot. They're calling this guy a.
to a point where you have to slap someone to get. Nah, come on, man. Like,
This guy should no. This guy should get an assault charge.
and look, and he has a right to do that. Like, he has a right to call the police, be like, "Hey, man, this guy just slapped me across my face."
We were taught when we were in kindergarten. Hands
Like,
to yourself. Piece of. I'm sorry. This guy's an ass.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay. That's not cool. Like, you don't slap people like just because they're not standing up for the anthem. Like, it's not okay. Like,
But I can't stay the jerks who are praising this guy. Oh, if you want my opinion, I think this guy's just being a big bully. I think this guy's just being a bully.
and look, it
Okay,
may and look on the video, it doesn't look like a it doesn't look like a big time slap. Like, it looks like a little bit of like a tap kind of, but it's not okay. Like, it's not okay. You know,
like people say, oh, what if this was like his son or his grandson or his nephew? I'm sorry, it's still not okay. Still not okay. No, I'm sorry. You know what, dude? Mind your own damn business.
And look, like again, if you have an opinion about you know the guy not standing for the anthem, that's fine. Like I don't care if you have an opinion, but
If you go over maybe politely and say, "Hey, you gotta stand." Like if you go over and ask him politely, fine, whatever. And the guy is being a jerk to him, then
like it's
that's
not
on him.
it doesn't give you a right to hit somebody. Like
Exactly. I can't. This guy's a jerk. Like, and again, Reg, what do you think about the people who are praising him?
look, people are going to have their opinion, man. Like, look, if people want to give this guy praise for smacking him, fine. Um, like whatever, it's their opinion. Here's where I will challenge people. Why do you care so much? That's where I'll challenge you on. Like, why does it matter so much to a point where he has to a guy literally has to hit someone? Like, does it really bother you that much? Does it really pain you that much? Does it really like get you so angry? Like, just stand up for the national anthem, sing the anthem, and enjoy the game. Like, you know, it,
Mind your own damn business.
who cares? Who cares,
Mind
bro?
your damn business.
And
Who
and again,
cares?
this is not me saying I don't care about the national anthem. No, I do care about our national anthem. I love our national anthem, but not to a point where I'm going to smack someone upside the head because he or she's not standing. Like I don't got time for that bullshit. You know,
Like, listen, when I'm at a ball game, I stand.
like I'm there to watch the game. Like I don't care what other people do. Like however
I
people
stand. If somebody by me is sitting, I'm just gonna mind my business and stand.
it's not to me it's just crazy that you're gonna go out of your way and get
Then that
that
shows
aggressive.
you're just a miserable person.
Like
You're
you're
just a miserable person.
yeah, like
I
like
think people are just so. I think this is why the people were praising him so much. I think maybe because they're so angry about what's been going on the last few years, what we've seen with Kaepernick and
but
all that.
again, you
But
don't
this
know
is nothing
people.
like that.
But you don't know people. What if his back was hurting? Like you don't know people, man.
What if he can't stand for too long?
You know, like
Like you don't know what
you
this
don't
guy's
know
going
what the
through.
situation is. So, all I'm saying is I will always stand for the national anthem. I always put the right hand over my heart. I will always sing the national anthem. I will always respect our country. But if someone else doesn't do it, you could be mad about it. You can have an opinion on it. You can argue with the guy over it, but don't get it to a point where you have to be violent to somebody. Like it's not necessary. The violence
Reggie,
is necessary.
violence is never the answer, unless the question is what is never the answer.
Nobody
Get
died.
it?
Nobody died in that moment. And like when I say that, I'm not talking about the troops who fought. Like, of course, those people fought for their lives and risked everything for our freedoms and everything. That's not what this is about. I'm simply talking about in that moment, nothing detrimental happened to you to get to a point where you have to slap the guy.
And like, listen, benefit of the doubt. Like you said, the guy maybe he has maybe he can't stand for periods a long period of time. Or on the other hand, if the guy's maybe just being a smart aleck, again, it's not your business. If he's gonna be a smart ass, let him be a smart ass. He's not bothering anyone. I just can't stand people sometimes. I really can't, Reggie, my man. I can't.
Yeah. Honestly, like, the fact that the guy just, I mean, kudos to the man, like, cause I'm looking it up. I don't see any reports about, any assault charges or anything. So, I give him a lot of credit for taking the high road and be like, okay, whatever. This guy's being annoying, and I'm just gonna leave it be because you try that to a black man, Bill.
Oh, and they'll be
I,
called.
I, I hate to put my fellow people in this space.
No, but if
You
they did that to
you
a
you
black
you try
guy,
you try that to a black man, it's over. Like
they
you
would be they
you
would be calling him
you
racist.
think
They'd
you
be
think you think you think you can get the Chris Rock treatment and be like, oh my God, I just got flat. No,
keep my name out of your mouth.
no, that ain't gonna happen. No, a normal black person, if that were to happen to him, would fuck you up. Excuse my language. You're done. Doesn't
And
matter how
keep
old
my
you
wife's
are,
name out of
and
your fucking
and
mouth.
and they wouldn't care about your service. The fact that you served in Vietnam or wherever it is. Like they ain't gonna give a shit. Hands to yourself, buddy. It's not that serious.
It's not that deep, but watch,
It not
not to
not
get
to
too
the point
political.
not to the point we have to be violent to someone.
Watch, they're probably on Fox News. With the disrespect the young people show to the flag nowadays. This
But
man's
it's
an
but it's not
American
about
hero.
respect or disrespect. Who cares? Like, why does it matter to a point where you
It's
have to
not that deep.
hit somebody to be violent? It's
If
ridiculous.
he just politely asked him to stand,
Yeah, like,
fine,
and if he
whatever.
doesn't do it, just leave it. Like,
Dude, are you
if you
gonna
want to
let
have a
one
conversation about
jackass
it,
sitting down ruin your day?
if you want to have a conversation about it with him later on, cool. You can debate that.
Or
But
if he could say like
you're at a baseball
again,
game.
if the guy is sick or something, he could say like, "Hey, I can't really stand for long periods of time. That's why I was sitting." Then he could probably say, "Oh, okay, sorry about that." Um, but no, it's not that deep. Like, listen, even if he was being disrespectful, are you gonna let one jackass ruin your day? I don't know if this gentleman who slapped him, I don't know if he was there by himself or if he was there with friends or his family. I don't know.
Yeah,
But are you gonna really let him ruin your day?
yeah.
Like, dude, get a life. Get a freaking life and keep your hands to yourself. All right, so now I got that out of the way. Reggie, guess what time it is?
Top five.
Top five.
Top five.
We still can't afford the music,
Yep.
and we refuse to use AI. All right, so today's top five is, you know what today's top five is? Um, the in honor of the Red Sox's 15 game winning streak. Yes, we know, boo, hiss, whatever. Um, we are going to, in honor of that, we are going to do our top five winning streaks.
Yep. This is just our opinion, by the way. Obviously, in history, there's a lot of like actual big time winning streaks in order, but this is just our opinion of what our top five winning streaks that, of course, in our lifetime that we've enjoyed watching and everything. So,
So yeah, it is our top five winning streaks of all time.
oh my God.
Just okay. So, are you ready for number? Okay, so you ready for my number five?
You're number five.
Is the 2002 Oakland Athletics that went on a 20 game win streak.
Hmm.
which their GM was Billy Bean, and you probably all know it is mostly known as the famous season with the season that inspired the film Moneyball,
Right.
in which it was all back when the Athletics had a city they belonged into,
Yep.
and they used analytics after they lost Jeremy Giambi or Jason Giambi. Yeah, they lost Jason Giambi, and who else did they lose that season? But they they used analytics, which a lot of people can debate that ruined baseball, but no, this was still an incredible winning streak, winning 20 games in a row from August to September 2022.
Yep.
And it's one of those teams that unfortunately they didn't win the World Series that year. But that is my number five is the 2002 Oakland A's. Reggie, my man, what do you got?
My number five, I'm going with baseball, very similar, but um going with the Cleveland Indians in 2017, excuse me. They won 22 consecutive games in a row. And magical run, they broke the A's winning streak as the most all time in the American League. The Moneyball A's. This is the Guardians coming off of a massive high. The year prior, they went to the World Series. They were within a game of winning before the Cubs ultimately broke their hearts and broke their massive curse. Um, Indians are trying to go back to the World Series that year. Sorry, not sorry, Cleveland. Yankees did that to you. But during that season, they won 22 games in a row. Um, um, of course, the longest in the expansion era. And I believe it's also the longest winning streak because Major League Baseball used to have ties. So I believe it's the longest winning streak without a tie in Major League history. I have to go back and check that. That was a fun Cleveland team to watch. They were winning every night. They walk off fashion, great pitching, Lindor on fire, J Ram, the young good looking J Ram there too. Encarnacion was also on that team. So like I said, coming off a massive high the season prior. That Indians team looked like they were unstoppable until they ran into the Yankees, and then you know what happened there. So
Yes, good
yes.
times.
So that was good. So that's my number five.
So my number four
Hmm.
is the 1992 to 1993 Pittsburgh Penguins,
Okay.
who during that season they put together one of the longest winning streaks in NHL history with
Okay.
17 wins.
Hmm.
And but you know what I think makes this a really good, even though they didn't do well in the postseason, but you know why I think this makes them an awesome team? Because during that time, Mario Lemieux, he was playing, but this was going through when he was battling cancer.
Right.
And scored in 60 games, he scored 160 points in 60 games. So listen, even though they didn't do well in the postseason, you got to give this team credit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mario Lemieux was still able to be dynamite. Whoa, oh. Yeah, I'm a dorky white guy singing a K-pop song. Um,
Yeah,
but you
exactly.
know what, Reggie, my friend? At least I'm honest.
Yes.
Hashtag vote for Bill in 2032. Um, but but no, even though Mario Lemieux was going through cancer at the time, he still was freaking awesome.
Yes.
So you got to give this team credit.
Yeah. Kudos for sure.
So yeah, that's my number four, the 92 to 93 Pittsburgh Penguins. Over to you,
Mhm.
boy, body boy.
My number four is the 2012, 2013 Miami Heat. Of course, the season that they won their back-to-back championship. Um, the Heat went on a 27 game uh winning streak that year. It's been like I have to say, I think it went like at least a month and a half or whatever. Um, but um, but yeah, it took him a long time to lose again. I thought they would never lose again. Watching that season again, this was the third season of the Big Three. I believe. I think it was, yeah, the third season of the Big Three. So yeah, like I said, that year I thought they wouldn't lose again. And it was magical watching them win 27 straight games. LeBron was at his best, Wade was at his best. Miami had the best role players ever during that era. So it was great. Um, I did watch the game that ended that streak, which was against the Bulls. My boy Nate Robinson closing the door on the Miami Heat. It was great to watch them win that game, the Bulls. Um, but no, that was great. Officially the third longest winning streak in NBA history. Um, and I'll tell you why in a second, but that's my number four.
Okay, my number three, the 2015-16 Golden State Warriors.
Hmm.
They won 24 games in a row
Yep.
and just destroyed the Western Conference.
Yep.
And and while Curry and Thompson were just dominating this team, and this was the greatest regular season team of the 21st century.
Right.
And everybody favored to win the NBA Finals, but the Cavs had other ideas. LeBron
Hmm.
James, they just took it down,
Yeah.
took them dead. LeBron James took them down,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Yep.
So that is my number three, the Golden State Warriors.
We swiped right.
Okay, who's buying who dinner?
Uh, I guess I will, to spare you. Um,
Hey, I'm starting a new job soon. I'll hit you back one of these days. I promise. I'm starting a new job soon. So
yeah, yeah. Technically, that streak is the second longest in NBA history because the streaks don't count in the playoffs, but they do count in the regular season. And prior to the playoffs in 2014, 2015 season, the Warriors had won the last four games, which then carried over to that historic season in 2015, 2016. So officially during the regular season, that went down as a 28 game winning streak, which of course is just unreal. Of course, no one cares about that. People see, like Bill said, the 24 game winning streak that's began the season. Like I said, unstoppable Golden State Warriors. Um, of course, that was the season where they went 73-9. Um, which of course that broke a record in its own, breaking the Bulls record in most wins in NBA regular season history. So no, I mean that Warriors team, you still had the Splash Brothers, you still had um no Kevin Durant. So of course proves me that you didn't need him. But it was a tremendous season by Golden State. It's a shame that team didn't win because they were unbelievable. Every single night, I thought they were going to win. They were kicking everybody's ass that year. Shooting was great, defense was great. Draymond's being a annoying butthead. Like everything about that team was just fun. So um, I'm with Bill on number three, the Golden
Swipe
State
right.
Warriors.
You swipe right, my friend.
Yes.
So my number two, I'm gonna hate myself for putting on this, but I gotta be honest.
Okay.
But I really enjoy it because of how it ended. Number two, the 2007, 2008 New England Patriots.
Hmm.
Hey, you all know how it ended. It
Yep.
ended very well. But no, but this was a team. Tom Brady, love him or hate him, Randy Moss, Wes Welker. Like this team was a beast. This team was an absolute beast. And as much as I can't stand him, as much as I can't stand Brady, you got to give credit where credit's due. So, but hey, they were about to dethrone the 72 Miami Dolphins, which nobody has ever done yet. No one has done that yet. But then things went tumbling down on February 3rd, 2008, in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hmm.
One of the greatest comebacks in NFL history, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history, when they lost to the New York Football Giants. But that being said, you got to still give this team credit. Tom Brady is probably the best quarterback of our lives, which is painful to say, Reg. Come on, as a Jet fan, do you agree with me? It's very painful to say.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you, but I don't have to. I don't have to necessarily say it. Like, no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to give Patriots fans any satisfaction. Like,
Oh, unfortunately, we have to say it.
no, screw that guy.
Hey, he's made your life miserable more than he's made my life miserable. So,
Yeah, because we actually have to face him twice a year. You know, you guys get to chill out, face him at least once every 4 years.
sorry, Reggie, I can't hear you over my rings.
Mhm.
I can't hear you over my Super Bowl rings.
At least we're a true rival to the Patriots.
Nah, you are. You are.
Yeah.
But still, got to give credit where credit's due. They're 2007, 2008 New England Patriots. All right. They were 17 and 0. So, all right, Reggie, you're number two.
My number two, the Moneyball A's, baby. Um, Obviously, I was too young to understand what was going on at the time. I was still getting into baseball. But just watching how incredible like that team was, like I literally thought they were going to win the championship. Like that's what I was thinking at the time. I didn't know any better, but um, no, the Moneyball A's, it was manufactured by a team that, if you really think about it, you know, based on numbers, had no business being formed, but yet they had heart, they had the grit, they had the toughness, and shame on me. They could hit. That team had some dogs. A young Miguel Tejada. Remember Miguel Tejada used to be annoying. to watch him play. Like, I think they had, was it Barry Zito too was on that team? Like the pitcher, like it was an incredible, incredible team to watch. So,
Yes.
and then of course our buddy David Justice was on that team too. So, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So credit where credit's due.
yeah. Uh,
Okay.
number one, baby.
My number one is the 1971-1972 Los Angeles Lakers.
Hmm.
When they have, Wilt Chamberlain, Eugene Baylor, Cale Goldrich, they set the record for the most consecutive wins in league history with 33 games, 33 wins in a row.
Yep.
And they broke and with this and with this and with that they broke the record for most wins in a season with 69 and
Yep.
won the NBA championship.
Hmm.
And this team was absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
And unfortunately, they beat our New York Knicks, but the Knicks won the next year.
It's fine.
And then it took us 53 years to win another one.
While the
But
Lakers just, well, along with the Celtics, kept winning championships galore. So yeah, rough to watch.
yeah, but no, that's my number one. The 71 and 72 LA Lakers.
That
Reggie, that's
was
home.
the Lakers. That was a great team. No doubt about it.
Yes, absolutely
But
was.
none greater, Bill, than my number one from 2014 to 2017. The UConn Huskies women's basketball team. 111 games in a row. Of course, counting the college basketball regular season and the college basketball postseason, a tournament, and all that stuff. Um, en route to, I believe, in that stretch, four titles in a row, three titles in a row. I think it's like three or four titles in a row. Um, Gino Auriemma always have these, and he still does it. Like he still has these massive winning streaks, by the way. It hasn't slowed him down. But 111 games, the most in any Division One basketball program ever, men's and women's. Um, I've always been uh I'm not a UConn fan, but I've always been in awe of how they handle themselves. That women's team is so powerful. They are they they show a lot of fight. They show a lot of grit, and they take on the personality of the coach. And no, that it was just fun to watch the UConn women always win. They won many championships. And again, just like I thought with the Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors, uh, I thought they would never lose again because who's going to beat them? When they lost to Mississippi State in that Final Four, I was stunned. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it.
Yes. No, no, that is stunning.
Yeah,
So that is your number one.
my number one, baby. UConn Huskies, the women's, not the men. The men suck. The women's team,
We gotta give some love to the
beast,
ladies here. We gotta give some love to
beast.
the ladies here.
Yes,
So that is our list. It is top five on a Friday.
on a Friday. That's our show.
That
We
is our
appreciate
show.
you. We love you. And we thank you for joining us. The Dugout in Millwood, we appreciate the support. And we're going to be back on Monday with some more stuff to talk about. Next week, look out for Bombers banter.
Yup.
I'm sad. because I really thought that 4 game winning streak going into the All-Star break. And like the
was going to
Yankees
carry
haven't
us.
they haven't been terrible. They haven't been terrible since they got back from the break. But I don't know, man. Like it's not good enough. But we'll talk more about that. Um, and of course, Bill's gonna stump me again with his questions. So
Yes, I will stump you again with these questions.
he's had a good streak.
So, what am I going to ask him? You, my good friends, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Exclusively on this YouTube channel, which you can subscribe right now
You
below.
can subscribe right now.
Just hit that button right there. It's easy.
So,
Um,
all of us here at Sports Insanity, go to www.sportsinsanitynetwork.com, check out our blogs, check out our podcast available on all platforms, and don't forget to, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to this channel. Just hit it, just hit it. That's
yeah.
just ding.
Hello.
So for all of us here, for Danny Boy Reg, I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy. Stay safe and take care.